Hello, Aziz, boleh dengar saya?
Boleh.
Boleh buat.
Boleh ya? Boleh.
Boleh.
Alright, alright. I'm not sure why is it I jadi Afarabi maybe in account dia, but it's okay. Alright. So, macam ni I boleh proceed ke macam mana ni?
Boleh, Puan, and you?
Alright. Okay.
Uh-uh.
Alright, thank you so much. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all of you, to all the faculty members, and also my colleagues in Johor. Right, sorry for the delay. Maybe there's some technical issue with the Webex. All right, but it's okay. All right, we need to move on. All right. So first of all, I would like to thank to UiTM Johor for organizing this session for the second time. All right. So actually, we did the first one in, if I'm not mistaken, in April, May, if I'm not mistaken. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. All right. So I received a request from the Puan Idayu saying that we need a second session with all the researchers in UiTM Johor. So I hope these sessions will benefit all of the researchers in UiTM Johor, and also I believe that these sessions will be like two-way communications between us, because I need all your feedbacks. All right, definitely we need all your feedbacks, and also to make it prime ni lebih matang lah. Kita nak memastikan jika ada sesuatu yang dilakukan case by case yang we learn, alright, so that kita akan mematangkan sistem prime. As you semua orang tahu, okay, sistem prime is baru saja di launch beberapa bulan yang lalu, starting April if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so ia masih dalam proses fine tuning here and then to make sure that the system will equip all the requirement, and also ianya akan memastikan all your publications akan didaftarkan dengan lebih sistematik lah. Alright, so without any further ado, I would like to continue with my presentations. It is more to taklimat actually. Alright, so I will explain again on how to register all your publications in Prime, and also we will explain to you on how we verify your publications. So I believe that you have a lot of questions. You may ask the questions in the chat box, or you may ask questions during my presentation, or you can ask the questions at the end of my presentations. All right, so maybe I cannot answer all the questions in these sessions, all right, because it depends on my presentations. But the thing is, from time to time, you can always contact all my respective coordinators in UiTM Johor. All right, so we have Cik Azalia, and also we have Puan Idayu, and both of them. Yeah, both of them are my coordinators in UiTM Johor. So if you have any questions, all right, you may refer to both of them. And also, if that questions need to be referred to me, yes, both of them will refer to me. And also, if I find that questions is something that related to any decisions, of course, I will refer to RMC, because RMC is the owner of the system. All right, so remember, RMC is the owner of the system. So we are Vita as a coordinator to verify all your publications. All right. Okay, let me share. Azala, you can see, Azala boleh tengok saya punya prime ke saya punya slide?
Ada slide.
Ini slide, alright, okay.
Slide saja.
Okay, slide saja. I want to share that. Alright, this one. Okay. All right. So as I mentioned earlier, if you have any question, you can straight away ask a question, and you can stop me during my presentations, or else you can wait for at the end of the sessions to ask the questions. All right. So first of all, definitely you need to log in by using Web SSO. All right, because Prime is are going to use Web SSO to access. Definitely, I hope that everybody in Johor were able to access. All right, Prime. All right. So as you can see on my screen right now, we have 4 main modules in Prime. All right, grant management, IP management, and also store rating. All right, but these 3 modules belongs to somebody else. All right, so you cannot ask question related to that modules to my coordinators. All right, so we are the one who responsible for the publication modules. All right, the verification part is responsible by coordinator in PITA, in library, but the owner of the system is RMC. All right, so you need to clear with that, Nina. All right, so just ignore the administrator part. All right, just focus on the publication part. All right, so as you can see at my dashboard right now, you can see nothing, right? Because there is no publications here. All right, so I believe in your dashboard is not going to be the same with this one. All right, definitely there's a summarize of your publications that being transformed, that being what we call that in graph bar lah. You can see lah the graph bar, how many journals, how many proceedings, it show your number of publications. All right, it's just that you can roughly get the statistic of that publication that you already registered, or any publication that related to you. All right, so and then scroll down a bit, you can see the personal details. All right, the personal details, and then you can fill up this one, you can save. All right, so this one I already mentioned in my first sessions last time. All right, so and then as you can see, the colorful box here, right, is just a summarize of your how many publications is already verified, and also the pending. All right, this is something that very important. You have to make sure that there is no pendings on your side. All right, so pending is something that are going to take I mean, like, this is something that coordinator need to take an action. All right, so but pending, it going to follow perkeliling naik chancellor bilangan 3. Today you register your publication, so ianya akan mengambil masa 14 hari bekerja, 14 days. Alright, so you don't have to worry. Sometimes my coordinator don't have to wait like for the day 13, day 14, then only they want to verify your publication, but it depends. Alright, it depends. So we need to obey the 14 days. All right, so if you want your publication to be verified as soon as possible, definitely you can call my respective coordinator, and then they will verify your publications as soon as possible. No problem, you just contact them. All right, sometimes you just a matter of like you apply for your kenaikan pangkat, and then anything that related, any matters that related to your publication, you want them to be verified as soon as possible, definitely you can contact them. All right, so written for correction is something that very important. I always told my coordinator to make sure that after you written any publication, make sure you are giving them the remarks that they can understand. All right, remarks is given by coordinator. So if you don't understand the remarks given by coordinator, there's a chat box for remarks actually. So that one is the general one, the basic one that will be given to you if we found out that you do not fulfill any publication details that are required by the system. All right, so how you want to make sure that you are aware with any kinds of written publications that be given to you. All right, there are 2 ways. All right, so the first way, everybody knows about this. All right, so every time my coordinator click for return for correction, is automatically go to your emails. All right, together with the remarks, so you know what to do, and then you need to do a corrections. You need to provide us with blah blah blah, and then you need to declare and submit again for verification. All right, that's the process. That's the process that you need to do when you receive a return for corrections. Okay, the second method that you can check if is, as you can see here, you can open your Prime and then you can go under publication, go click for written publications. All right, this is how that you can identify which publications that need to be do corrections by the researcher. Okay, so I hope these two methods will help you to identify and to aware you so that you can make an editing, declare and submit again for verification as soon as possible. All right, so what happened if you receive any written for correction and you didn't take any action, or you delay to take any actions? All right, this is what happened. I will give you an example. All right, because of you receive more than 1,000 written publication that is not taken action by the researcher. All right, so you boleh imagine lah kan, you just can imagine sangat-sangat merugikan untuk researcher, and then also for the faculty and also for the university, because that 1,000 plus publication is like under reporting. All right, okay, any other questions? You want to ask questions? No question? Yes, Dr. Ida, you need you want to ask any questions? No. All right, okay, I will proceed. All right, so no worries, you can stop me and then I'll answer your question immediately. All right, so that's the way, something that I want to share with you. Sometimes you just ignore the written publications, but the thing is, this is not going to give an impact to the number of publications that being verified in Prime. So sangat-sangat merugikan kerana ianya under reporting. Alright, it should be more, tapi ianya less than it should be lah. Right, so please, if you have any written publication, please do it immediately. If you don't understand the remarks that be given to you, you can contact our respective coordinators. So they will explain to you whatever things that you need to do a corrections. All right. So remember, this one is very new regarding, I want to share regarding to your corresponding author matters. All right. So this is something that last week, remember, last week you are being remind about corresponding author. If you one of the corresponding author for that particular publications, yes, you can declare. All right, so any publications that you forgot to declare you yourself as corresponding author, whether it is verified or not, yes, you can do a corrections, no problem. We can change the information, but the thing is, whatever informations, whatever details that we did the corrections, definitely need to be declared and also need to be submitted again. All right, so for example, I will show you the example after this. All right, so we received so many feedbacks, aduan and also calls from the researcher saying that I am the corresponding for that particular publication, so can I change from the first author to corresponding author? No problem. It's just that, all right, you need to provide us with the correct evidence. All right, some of the evidence very straight, very clear-cut punya evidence, no problem, because it's stated in the document saying that you are the corresponding author. No problems. We have no problem with that. But the thing is, sometimes your name, you as corresponding author, is not stated in the document. So this kind of situation, all right, so we receive also this kind of situations. All right, so what we can do is, all right, definitely we want to help you. All right, so in way to help you, definitely you need to help us by provide us with the correct evidence. So what kind of evidence that you need to to provide to us, all right, definitely you can provide us with the email. All right, example from emails, any your communications between you and the publisher. All right, sometimes in the emails, the publisher would address you as dear corresponding author. Definitely one of the things that we can accept. So we believe that you are the corresponding for that particular documents. All right. So I believe some of the publication might have more than one corresponding author. So what about more than one corresponding author? It's just that definitely in Prime right now, we cannot accept two corresponding author at one time. But I already talked to RMC. They are going to make a changes in the system. So the system will allow more than one corresponding author. All right. It's just that you need to provide us with the correct evidence, and also it's stated in the documents. Definitely, journals possibly definitely you in the document they already provide the corresponding author. It's just that sometimes we receive requests from the researchers saying that all of the 5 authors in that publications are the corresponding author. All right, this is something fishy that we want to investigate more so that we can get the information. Why is it this 5 author in this publication, all right, are the corresponding author? All right, so definitely we go deeper and then we ask the first author in that publication. So why is it happen? Why is it you declare everybody is the corresponding author? You want to declare. She said she wants to declare everybody is the corresponding author. This is something that it is not right. All right. So definitely, just imagine we have received thousands of new publications, and also we receive a request to check all the verified publications. All right, so definitely we learn case by case. All right, so please make sure if you want to declare, no problem. All right, if you cannot change the information from first author to corresponding author, you may ask the my coordinators. Sorry, I have to drink of water. All right, so regarding corresponding author, I hope this one is very clear already. Azalia and Idayu already did a very good job. So I think they already spread the informations about how to declare corresponding author. If that publication is verified, also we can change the information. It's just that it need to be declared and submit again. Every single thing that you want to edit, any editing informations definitely need to be verified again. All right. So I hope the one is very clear. All right. Okay, proceed to the next one. All right. So I try to reduce time for my presentation so I can focus on these sections. All right. So the publication part. Okay. When we talk about publication, we have here new publication, my publication, and written publication. Written publication, I already mentioned to you just now. Very straightforward. Please check. Do it daily. All right. Do it daily. And also you can check your email. All right. So new publication. All right. So when we talk new publications, I always mention this to all the researchers, right? In fact, I already mentioned this statement during my first sessions with Johor previously, all right? So before you want to register your publication in Prime, you need to ask yourself whether it is scholarly or not, all right? The first one you need to ask yourself whether it's scholarly or not. Are these publications are going to give an impact to you as a researcher, and also are going to give an impact to the faculty and also the campus. All right, so we want something that have a quality, then only you can register in Prime. All right, kita nak jagalah kan standard Prime tu kan sebagai system publication university. All right, each and every single university in Malaysia also they have their own publication system. So we don't want to like caca marba inside prime ni kan. Alright, so we want to make sure that it has a standard. It's set and it's the high standard so that we can make sure that it is scholarly, right? So scholarly, when we talk about scholarly, dia masih sangat macam subjective, right? When we talk about scholarly ni, so it might be different in between each faculty in UiTM. Alright, in social sciences, it's going to be different. In science tech, it's going to be different. Alright, to example, I will show you example after this. Alright. So usually science and tech, I don't have any like a big problem with science and tech publication because it's very, very straightforward. Right? Very straightforward, very solid platform. It's journal, it's published in journal, proceeding paper, right? Books and everything. But maybe when we talk about social sciences, definitely the variations is more than science and tech. All right. Okay. So as you can see, definitely for new publications are going divided into two: index publication, other publication. Very straightforward. All right. So before I start with the index publication, you need to understand Prime is a repository system. It's a repository system that being used by other system in university. We have different kind of system in university that extract the data for different purposes. All right. So the one that you register in Prime is following the guidelines, following the requirement in Prime. So whenever the data is extract to, for example, my ATP, is going to be my ATP's requirements. My ATP punya penetapan. Alright, it's not going to be the same. It belongs to bahagian higher academic. They are referring to your bahagian your kenaikan pangkat. It's not going to be the same. But they are using the data, the raw data. They're going to extract the data. Alright, that's why is it your publication is not going to be this column, this menu? Why is it? Okay, that one is depends on the my ATP. All right, so I will share with you. I am not the right person to talk about my ATP because it belongs to somebody else. All right, and also this data also going to be extract to expert UiTM. All right, for example. All right. So sometimes we receive so many other ones and questions. Maybe starting next month, I remember, we are very, actually, I always told my coordinator, please be ready on October and November. All right, so you are not going to eat, you are not going to sleep because of definitely we are going to receive like a large amounts of new publications registered by the researcher. All right, so I believe that everybody will try to register every single thing that throughout the year punya kerja kan. So sometimes one of the reason because the publication is going to be published at the end of the year. Right, so starting next month and November, please make sure that you cooperate with my coordinator so that they will help you to verify as soon as possible. Because of that, the large amount of number of the increasing number of publication. So maybe we need to like double our need to make sure that we can verify all your publications as soon as possible. Because last year we received on October itself, we received almost 2,000 publications. All right. So for 2,000 publications, you just imagine. All right, it's not that easy to verify the publications. All right, so maybe some of you said, Puan Rohayu, easy, right? You just like, okay, it's hadis corpus and then you verify je kan? It's not that easy. All right, definitely you need to cross check here and then we need to look for the publications date to make sure that it is a publication within that year. All right, so that my ATP when they extract, so they can extract all the 2022's publications. All right, and then also we need to check all the authors been included. Right? Some of the authors is not complete, so we need to return to you. When it comes to the written publication, this is going to take some time to my coordinators to verify your publications. That's why I hope that we can cooperate for the next 2 months so that we can verify your publication as soon as possible. All right, so you can do it now so that you don't have to wait for October and November. So I believe that whoever get published in December are allowed to register your publication in December. So I hope this one is very clear already. Because of why is it they close on November? Because it depends. Because in Prime, we don't have any problem. You register anytime you register, we verify. You register, we verify. No problem. Because we don't have that penetapan. Why is it November? Why is it December? No problem. It's just that when it being extract to my ATP, kenapa ianya November disebabkan this one I already mentioned, maybe some of you know already. Why is it November? Because of December is the time for your to calculate lah, to calculate all your kenaikan gaji, right? Kenaikan gaji. So that's why they need to close as soon as possible so that it will allow. I don't know the whole process, but the thing is, maybe they need some time. They have their own, I mean, like SOPs, whatever lah. All right. So regarding to that, and then that's why they closed on November. All right. So in Prime, we don't have any problem. We receive your publication throughout the year. Right. So it's just because Prime is a repository, no problem. Okay. It's just that when it is used for other requirement, definitely kita kena ikut that kind of requirement lah, macam MyTP itself, right? Okay. Okay, when you talk about index publication, very straightforward. Only this for platform, okay, Scopus, Web of Science, My Site, and ERA. Okay, I already mentioned this statement in any my taklimat with all the researcher in UiTM. All right, we have like almost 10,000 lecturer in UiTM. All right, so you just imagine. All right, you just imagine, because of not all of you understand the requirements for index publication. When we talk about index publication, you need to understand it need to be indexed, to be appear in Scopus, to be appear in Web of Science. Then only you can declare that as index publications. All right. So because this is a favorite from the researcher. Always say that, Puan Rohayu, this journal is Q1, you know. All right, the Q1 in WAS. Why is it? It is indexed, and yes, that publication, that particular journal is indexed as Q1 in WAS, but your publication, it is not appear yet. All right, maybe it needs some time. All right, and then it's not be assigned volume and issue yet. All right, but usually, maybe some of you aware, I pun perasan dekat dalam WAS sekarang, banyak akan ada early access because of the amount of the publication dah semakin banyak, right? Alright, so I believe maybe some of you are aware with the current situation di mana you are being given the early access. Alright, that's why early access, no problem, we can use that. We can declare as its index publication. It's just that usually dia takkan ada, dia akan ada semua lah, semua details dia dah ada. Sometimes ada volume issue if I'm not mistaken, right? Alright, it's just that dia punya publication year is 2023. In fact, 2034 pun ada. Alright, so you can see dekat dalam WAS. Kalau itu boleh tengok dekat dalam WAS kejap. Sebab ada banyak early access. So maybe I can go for UiTM lah. If you want to search for any UiTM's publications, yes, you can use University Technology Mara. Alright, so you can see here the 20,000 articles that use UiTM's affiliations. Alright, so UiTM's affiliations very, very important. if you just join UiTM as a lecturer, definitely you can declare all the publication with UiTMs only. You cannot declare your previous organization. Alright, so for example, dulu you dekat UTM, so you boleh tak Puan, I nak register I punya publication dengan UTM dekat sini. You cannot do that. Alright, so you can start fresh with the new affiliation UiTM. You perasan tak kalau macam, contohlah let us see one example. Lambat pula ni, Okay, just see one example here. Aku tak boleh klik portal pula. Sorry, Should be I will click author name. I don't know why. Alright, so it's just that all the authors you can click and then you can get all the informations. And usually, if you are from different organizations before, definitely there's a timeline, okay, from what year to what year you with this organization. Then from what year to what year you are with UiTM. So you need to be aware. You jangan lupa masa ni you declare. Okay. Sorry lah, I banyak kali minum air because batuk. Daripada dulu batuk. Alright, so this is how you want to ni lah. Alright, so get back to here. Alright, so please make sure that you can see here early access, and then we have open access. Alright, and then we have also filters here that you can use. Alright, so this is basically on how you want to search for it. So you make sure that your article ni betul-betul dah appear macam ni, then only you can declare lah. Kalau tidak tak boleh declare. Okay. Okay, and then moving on to the next one is similarity check. Okay, this one also we received so many questions from the researchers saying that I have problems with the similarity check ni, Puan Ayu. Alright, I try to register my publication, but it seems that it consists more than 90% similarities. So what we can do is definitely as coordinator, we will double check the publications, the existing publications. When we check the existing publication, we sometimes we come across with case that particular author, it is not add by the whoever registered that publication. That's why lah, kalau dia buka pun tak ada dia punya nama kan. Alright, so why is it my friends got dekat Prime dia ada publication ni, tapi dekat Prime saya tak ada pula Puan. Then when we check, tengok nama dia tak ada. Alright, so definitely we are going to add her name lah di dalam publication tu. Okay. Okay, moving on. Okay, if you want to register your publication, the title, if you find that publication title is quite similar to the existing publication, but it's a different publication. All right, sometimes the title is quite similar, but it's referring to the different publication with the different authors. All right, so you can do a little trick to the system. This one already mentioned to all the researcher. Do a little trick to the researcher, to the system, so you can add more than add a few words to make sure that it is not going to be the same. But you can change the title again to in your publication details. All right, in the publication detail, and then it's just that we want to make sure that this screen, the similarity check, will allow you to proceed to the next process. All right, so do a little trick by adding a few words first. You can add it later, no problems. If you can, your publication is more than 90% similarities and it is not registered yet. Okay? Okay. For example, I will do investigation on, for example, right? So I will check the similarities. All right. So as you can see on my screen right now, I have no problem. You can proceed with the title. All right. The publication has 0 existing record and you may proceed. All right. That's why I bagi tahu ni, if you find out the other, and then you can do a little trick lah. All right. And then you can proceed. So this is the crucial part that you need to fill up. This one, you still need to do it manually because this is something that I received so many complaints from the researcher and also complaints and suggestions and recommendations and opinions and everything. All right. So usually we take all your opinions. Definitely we will forward to RMC for any penambahbaikan, any improvement for system prime. Okay. Because some of you might ask a question, why do we need to do it manually? We still need to do it manually. All right. Because of maybe in future lah. Maybe in future jika ianya kata you can integrate goodness corpus ke Web of Science, who knows, right? Maybe you don't have to like type and copy paste again. Alright? We hope someday lah benda ni akan lebih memudahkan pensyarah so that you don't have to like fill out, because when we come to manual key in, definitely you will come across and you will be experience the apa ni error, and then definitely akan ada human punya ni lah kesalahan lah. That's why even me myself also and coordinator also, sometimes we make mistakes. We do make mistakes, but the thing is we can improve ourselves by learning case by case, and then also because we are not researcher, please be aware that we are not researcher, we are not yes, we do have a little bit experience, but the thing is your experience is not my experience is not definitely cannot be compared to your experience. All right, so you are the one who doing the research, definitely you more aware with this kind of publications. All right. Okay, proceed. The next screen is very, very important. You need to declare. All right. So the category. All right. The category, we do have other category in Web of Science. We have book review. We have so many category in Web of Science or Scopus. But the thing is, we accept only these 4. All right. Journal, proceeding, research book, chapters in books. All right. So other than that, kalau if you can see, all right, in Web of Science, we do have, see, document types ni. Kita ada banyak, right? All right, review, title, meeting, abstract, book chapters, and then we have editorial material, letter, correction, book review. Okay, we do have so many document types, but the thing is, we only accept these 4 lah. So this one you need to be very clear. All right. So for example, I choose journal. When we choose journal, there's a set of publication details that you need to fill up. There's 2 types, which is the mandatory one, and also you have non-mandatory. All right. If non-mandatory, if you don't fill up, no problem. Mandatory, you need to fill up in way for you to proceed to the next process. Okay. All right, and then you proceed to the copy paste part lah. All right, so the copy paste part. Okay, these are the journals. All right, role. Okay, when we talk about role here, yesterday I did my taklimat with all the dentistry researcher. All right, I went to dentistry in Sungai Buloh, and then many questions related to role. All right, okay, as you can see here, role here, you have UiTM first author. I hope this one is very clear already. UiTM first author, you did with 5 authors. First author is external author. All right, the second one is external author from UKM. And then the third one is you. Yes, you can declare yourself as UiTM first author. If you did your publication with your student, your PhD student, your master student, all right, so your student cannot be the first author. you will be the UiTM first author, or you can be the corresponding author. But the thing is, your student will be co-authors. The author level, yes. Okay. For example, Alina is your student. Alina will be co-authors, but the author level, because in document, Alina is number 1, so the author level is number 1. Alright, followed by your name and the others. Alright, it's just that we need to declare Alina as co-author and you as UiTM first author or corresponding author, and the others will be co-authors. Alright, so sistem prime ni dibina untuk mengangkat penulis-penulis UiTM, especially pensyarah lah. Alright, that's why your students will be co-author. Alright, so you very clearly. Okay, what happened because of this is something that very common we receive from the researcher saying that, Puan Rohayu, I punya student tu dah grad dah pun, tiba-tiba baru get index dan sebagainya kan. So what you can do is, right, because the system will detect her or his student ID. Alright, kita guna student ID, kita guna staff ID. So whenever dia dah tak bersama dengan UiTM, in fact your friends in your staff in your academician pun sama. Masa you buat publication tu dia dengan UiTM, and then sekarang dia dah pindah ke UTM for example, and also that student pun dah grad. So definitely you need to register mereka semua ni di dalam external author. I will show you how to add all authors later lah. Okay, so sesiapa sahaja yang tidak dapat didaftarkan dengan staff ID, yang tak ada dah staff ID, definitely akan pergi ke ke external author. Alright, semuanya akan pergi external author. It's just that sequence in documents very important. Macam tak cakap bagi contoh tadi, Alina student nombor 1, of course dia akan nombor 1, you akan jadi nombor 2, nombor 3 dan sebagainya. Alright, so role you attend for corresponding author. Already this one already mentioned to you earlier. Alright, you need to declare whether you corresponding author or not. Alright, saya difahamkan ada weightage di corresponding author untuk pensyarah lah. That's why this is very important that we need to declare. Alright, and then also co-author, translator and editor. Editor is for books. Okay, editor jurnal tidak dibenarkan lah. Editor buku sahaja. Okay, research book or any books. Alright, so editor tu dibenarkan, tetapi editor lain tidak dibenarkan. Alright, so sometimes maybe ada yang you involve with banyak editor. So editor, if you editor one of the journals or editor di mana-mana saja selain daripada buku and explore buku lah. Okay, so you can directly declare dalam IATP. I'm not sure dekat mana, in contribution part if I'm not mistaken. You need to double check one. Alright, so I hope this one is very clear already. And also translator. Alright, translator. If you your role is translator, yes you can, no problem. Alright, so ISBN, when we talk about index publications, definitely, usually, more than 99% definitely will have the registrations number. ISBN or ISSN. Alright, so okay, ISSN, ISBN, kita ada inspect dan ISSN. So it's a wajib things that you need to provide to us. Alright, so for example, alright, so and then volume, this is not compulsory. Alright, so the page number is compulsory. Dates of publication. Alright, so when we talk about index publication, dates publications are going to refer to here. They're going to refer to I buat contoh ni lah pula. Okay, this corpus. So I will show you on how to detect, to understand which dates that you need to refer. Alright, so for example, in Web of Science, we have this one. Alright, so we have published June 2022. That one is a publication date, but index date is 3rd of August 2022. All right. Can somebody respond to the chat right now? Can you respond which date that you can register in Prime if your publications is indexed in Web of Science? All right. Can somebody respond to me? All right. Whether what is there?
Okay, Puan Ayu, dah ada orang respon. Dari Siti Aisyah, dia kata 3.8. Encik Muhammad Hafiz ni 2022. Yang ni kalau gini saya tak terima Lepas tu ada lagi Dr. Amira, index date. Ramailah cakap pasal index date, bukan publish date.
Oh, ya ke?
Lepas tu Puan Ayu, saya nak tanyalah juga ya.
Okay.
Sebenarnya saya terima je. Tapi saya boleh tak minta mereka ni buat mereka ini ramai buat dekat ISBN atau ISSN tu, mereka tulis balik ISSN dengan ISBN. Bukan tulis nombor sahaja. So, kalau boleh siapa yang ada dalam ni, tak perlulah balik tulis ISSN, ISBN lagi sebab kami faham, kami tahu macam mana nak carinya. So, tulislah nombor sahaja, tidak perlu lagi ulang balik sama ada ISSN ataupun ISSN. Macam tu.
Yes, betul. You just provide us with the number. Right, you don't have to mention like this one, kan? Azalia?
Betul
Macam
Puan Ayu.
ISSN macam tu ke?
Dia akan buat balik, dia akan tulis balik ISSN ataupun ISSN atau ISBN macam tu.
Macam ni kan?
Betul. Dia akan tulis balik.
Alright, so you don't have to this, just provide us with the number.
Betul.
Alright. So, okay, so the publication dates of publication. Okay, so when we talk about dates of publication, usually saya dah actually kita already refer to RMC regarding this matter. Alright, so I already asked RMC whether we can use dates of publication, which one that we want to use, whether it's index publication dates, or we want to use the publication dates. All right, so when we talk about index publications, definitely we are going to use the index. All right, so this is the dates that we want. All right, so maybe some of you yang tak sure about ni ataupun first time come across with this. All right, so this is something new for you. All right, so the thing is you need to follow the index date that provided in Web of Science. All right, so kalau macam ni, date of 3rd of August is the index date lah. You can masukkan dalam publication date ni. Alright. So selalunya dekat ni, sekejap. Saya tak perasan lagi, sekejap. Dalam Scopus ada ke tak? Sekejap, saya tengok dekat Scopus. Apa dengan Scopus? Tak boleh ya? Sekejap. Azalia, you boleh cuba? You punya... Sekejap.
Kena masuk balik sebab tadi kita dah enter lama.
Oh, okay, right. Also, and also remember, Web of Science, Scopus definitely you need to go through to library UiTM. Tidak boleh di tempat lain. Okay, you cannot just simply type Scopus in Google. Alright, it's not going to be the same. Alright, Scopus that you get right now is going to be the same with UKM sama, because it's consortium punya subscription. KPT subscribe untuk semua universiti. Alright, so UM sama, you pergi UM sama, UKM sama, USM sama. Alright, it's just yang tak sama is our subscription for Web of Science. Now, Web of Science, for your information, kita subscribe core collections only. So you can see from here. Alright, so we subscribe Web of Science core collections only. So okay, macam mana nak buka? Encik Muhammad Hafiz ni tak ada tanya tu. Alright, very ni, you boleh go to the library, alright, and then also go to MyKM. Alright, ada banyak cara. There's a few ways. Alright, MyKM is a personalized yang you can get all the services and also collections. Alright, under information resources ni ada. Alright, so dia akan minta you sign in kepada your UiTM Google. Alright, so you can access all the databases. Alright, this is Scopus, this is science, and also one more thing very important that I want to share with you, the journal citation report. So you can directly check any journals, any potential journals that you want to publish. Alright, so you can use that. Okay, proceed to the next one. Okay, publication date. Alright, the publication location. So this is also very important to declare the publication location so that it's not going to be under reporting again. Alright, so if you in UiTM Johor, yes, in Segamat, please declare so that when we report on UiTM Segamat's performance in publishing, for example, so you can get the exact amount of the publications. So tak adalah nanti ada reporting. I will not mention any campus, but there's one campus last year. The rector ada bagi tahu kita yang what is it, the publication tak banyak, right? So and then we've checked, and then actually it's not our part to check, tapi but we help the rector to check, and then kita find out that some of the public location is scattered all around UiTM. That's why they cannot get the exact amount. So under reporting lah, right? So please make sure that if you in UiTM Johor, Segamat or lain-lain tempat di JB ke apa, so please make sure you select the correct publication location. So kita tak nak under reporting, alright? So we want to make sure that we reduce the orang kata the mistake yang kita buat untuk publication location lah. Alright, so proceed to the media format. Alright, this one also you need to declare whether it's printed or electronic. Oh, it is printed electronic. Right, this one you need to declare. Alright, so the publication, the publisher, referee or not, this one you need to declare. Okay, the types of journal. There's two types of journals here. Whether it is full paper or it extract only. Alright, so you need to make sure that if you want to submit your evidence, you want to attach your evidence of your full paper, please submit to us the publication version. Alright, if you cannot publish, if you cannot provide to us the publication version of your document, please make sure that sometimes you need to pay, right? You need to pay in way to get the full version of the publication version, right? So what we can accept if you just snap the first page, sometimes the first page definitely conceive the publication details. So it is enough for us to saying that this publication is already published, and also it will memudahkan coordinator to get the information, to map the information, the publication details tu dengan publication details di dalam your document. Okay? Right, full paper, and then, okay, usually when we talk about index publication, there's only two level. We believe that it is only two level, whether it is national or it is international. All right. So when we talk about national, international, definitely, kalau if Scopus and science, definitely it is international because of everybody can access, everybody can see your publications. The capaian tu kan, the networking apa semua tu memang sangat luas lah, that's why lah. And then the journal pun memang international dan sebagainya, so you can choose international. Quota ranking, alright. Although some of you already understand about quota, there's a few of the researchers still do not understand the quota. Alright, still want Shimago quota. Alright, so what we upgrade in Prime is, okay, when you choose corpus, see there is no quota. So you kalau you nak declare for quota untuk publication corpus, memang dia tak ada lah. Alright, so only Web of Science saja dia akan provide you with the quota. So how to check the quota? Very easy, very straightforward. For example, this is your ni tak ada quota, okay? Kalau macam ni, you click and then tak ada quota, means there's no quota. Right, okay, let me choose one example with the quota. Okay, this one. Alright, so for example, this is your publication. When you click this journal, it will provide you, this pop-up will appear in your screen, and then you can get the quota. So you can declare. Alright, this is with Q2. So I believe the quota part are also being used by my ATP. Kalau you perasan in high index journals, they are only extracting all the Q1s and Q2s publications only to be in high index journal. Other than that will be in referee. Alright, so if you have any questions, you may ask the PIC for the my ATP. Alright, so DOIs is not compulsory, but URL is very, very important. Alright, URL very, very important. Please provide us with the correct URL. The correct URL is this one. When my coordinator click your link that given in your registrations, definitely it will open this screen. Alright, sometimes they provide to us the link for that particular journal. We cannot accept that. Alright, and also through your profile also cannot. Definitely this is the only page that we want for the URL. So you just provide to us. Definitely sometimes when we see there is no access library, we know already it's not the correct URL. So what we can do, usually we will remark when we return your publications, we will remark, please provide us with the correct URL that directly show your publications. Sometimes my coordinator baik sikit, he or she will provide you with the URL that you just copy and paste already. Alright, so but it depends lah. Alright, so we want to make sure that you know how to search your publication in Scopus or Web of Science. Alright, so you click save. Alright, so when you click save, you finish your, okay, this is what happened. When you did not fulfill any mandatory field, you tertinggal any mandatory field, you lupa, right? So the system will allow you to proceed to the next process. Alright, so what you can do is, alright, so the system itself are going to help you to identify which fields that you forgot or you need to fill up. In what way you need to fill up this one? For example, just now I lupa row, so I need to check again, right? So then I try to click save again.
Puan Ayu,
Yes,
ada
yes.
soalan daripada Puan Azila. Dia
Yes.
tanya kalau untuk era dan my site, macam mana nak cari linknya?
Alright, okay. Alright.
Seperti mana kita punya ni, Scopus
Alright.
dan WOS.
Okay, alright. This is the common questions also. Okay. Era, Web of Science and Scopus, no problem. As I already showed to you on how to search for your publications. Alright, this one I click OK first because of tadi I dah fulfill all the requirements. So there's a pop-up here saying that index publication is successfully created. This one when you click OK, the status will change to draft. All right, not submit yet, but in draft. All right, please make sure you fill up everything, every stages, and then you can declare and submit. Then only you is going to be appealed as in pending publication. All right, okay. When we talk about my site and era, all right, my site, the owner is this one is Kementerian Pengajian Tinggi. Alright, dia punya owner kecil dia tu PSI, Pusat Sitasi and Infometrics. Alright, so this system is not ours. It's not mine. It's not UiTM's. It's not belongs to other university. Sorry, yeah. Okay. Okay. As you can see on my screen right now. So how to get the URL in my site? Okay, first of all, there's a general search here. All right, you can go by article search, you can go by author search, you can go by journal, you can go by affiliations. In fact, you can go by ISSN, a way to get to your publications. All right, so I believe that many of you contribute to your UiTM's journal, right? Remember, in UiTM, we have like more than 50 journal, all right, that are registered with under RMC lah. Remember, Dr. Yong is the person in charge to all journals in UiTM. About 30 of them are already indexed in my site. All right, so I will show you. We have that information in our library. All right, go to here under research, go to library.uitm.edu.my under research, and then you can go for scholarly and legitimate journals publications. All right, we provide you the list, okay, list of Malaysian journal index by my site. Okay, and also list of UiTM index in my site. All right, so you can use this one. All right, the list is 2020. Jangan terkejut. All right, so you say, why is it, Puan Rohayu, it's 2020, it's outdated already. No, it's not outdated. It's backdated. This is how they provide us the link. All right, so the list of 2021 will come out this year. All right, so all the journals, we have like more than 50. Okay, the 30 are already there. The 30 is already here. It's already indexed. My site, you just imagine, it's like Scopus and Web of Science. They're going to index all the journals. All right, and also the remaining UiTM's journal that is not indexed yet in my site, they will try harder. They will try hard to get indexed this year. All right, it's just that I am not sure how they do the penilaian or what, but they are going to penilaian this year so that they can be indexed in next year lah. All right, so all the remaining journals should be to get through the penilaian. Definitely the publication need to be consistent. I believe need to consistent. Kalau volume 1 this year, volume 1 volume 2 23, tahun depan pun volume 1 2 3. Cannot like this year. This is what happened. This is what happened in scenario in our journals in UiTM. Sometimes you change the editor, change whoever that running that particular journal. Alright, when you change people, and then sometimes they stuck dekat situ. That's why when dia nak bawa ke penilaian my site macam turn down dia because of it's not consistent. The consistency is not there. Alright, so and then the quality of that paper that published in journal also mungkin diambil kira. So I'm not going to talk about this one yang banyak sebab I'm not the penilai kan, but PSI yang menilai semua ni. Alright, it's just that I want to share with you on how to search. Alright, first of all, you need to make sure that you publish in the journal listed in my site 2020. Whether it is journals UiTM's or you contribute in outside UiTM, you pergi contribute dekat journal UKM, UTM, right? No problem. You can declare, no problem. Orang kata selagi dianya telah index. All right. You search for your publication. For example, here, I just search any. All right. I search. All right. All right. So I get the list of the publication. For example, this is your publication. For example. All right. So sometimes, okay, for your informations, all right, for UiTM's journal, in way, for your article to be appear in my site, definitely it need to be registered in my journal first. Don't confuse, huh? Don't confuse. Both of the system, my journal and my site, is belongs to PSI, Pusat Simulasi Infometrik Kementerian Pengajian Tinggi. Just imagine my journal is a repository. It's like Prime, you can dump everything. But the thing is, my site is work as Scopus and Web of Science. It's an index platform. Definitely all your journal need to be uploaded in my journal first. Then only it can be appear in my site. Alright, it can be appear in my site jika ianya di index lah. Kalau tak ada index, memang tak ada appear in my site. So, for UiTM, alright, we are the one who responsible. Me and my team who was responsible and also to upload each and every single volume and issue that come out, and then we are being given 30 days to upload all the edition. Alright, so it is stated also in our perkeliling. Alright, that's why ianya telah diturun kuasa kepada library untuk upload. Alright, so there's a few journals yang ada indexes sendiri yang di-upload sendiri, but most of the journal lain memang kita yang akan upload. No worries. Right, so definitely we are going to make sure that all journals, each and every single publication will be uploaded as soon as possible, and also it can be appear in my site as soon as possible. It's just that this is something that I want to share, and this is something kekangan yang kita dapat di my site, which is when you click, alright, when you click this particular thing, it is not found. Alright, I am not sure this method dah lama dah, but the thing is like it's not our system, right? So what we can do, okay, we are not going to stop there. This is something that is not going to stop our duty to provide the information for the Prime. So what I always told my coordinator, whether you can go search your articles in my journals, you can use the URL temporary, okay, or else you can go for this URL, so that we can see your publication is there already. Alright. So, but the thing is, the first thing that you need to know is to make sure that that journal is already indexed in my site. Okay, indexed in my site, then only you can search for your publication. Alright. So when you search your publication, sometimes you ask question, Puan Ayu, that journal is indexed already. I've checked, it's indexed, but my publication is not there. How is it? How come I want to provide you the correct URL? My publication is not there. So what we can do is, if that publication is under UiTM, is under my control, right? So we can control, we can check, we can double check whether we already upload the article. But if that publication is melibatkan other university journals, it belongs to somebody else outside UiTM, that why you yourself need to contact the editor to make sure that, just ask the editor, dear editor, did you in your team already upload this volume and issue? Because when I search in my site, it is not there yet. You can ask the editors, no problem. Because I cannot upload journal UKM. I cannot upload journal USM. I can only control in UiTM's journal. Okay? I hope that one's very clear. All right, for time being, you can use this URL, or you can use URL for, let me see. Or, sorry. I can use I can search here. Search article and then you can search. Oh, so you can use that. Oh, not found. Found already. So you click. Usually should be like this. You can get like this is one. So you can copy this one. So this is one of the evidence URL that you can provide to us to make sure that you your publication is already indexed in my site. Okay. All right. So this is how. Okay. Proceed to era. Okay. I also received so many questions.
Puan Ayu ada juga sebenarnya. Kadang-kala, kadang-kala ada artikel tu yang memang dah masuk my journal tapi dia tak masuk lagi my site. Bila dekat my site tu dia punya index tu 000.
Okay. That's why, Azilia, the first thing that you need to check is whether that particular. Okay, so we still accept. Okay, we still accept if we find out that particular journal is already indexed in in my site. But the thing is,
ada soalan daripada pensyarah. Okey, contoh Puan Ayu Puan Ayu tengok SSN 0128 sengkang 2581.
okay.
Dia
Okay,
memang
Malaysian.
ada.
Okay, Malaysian Journal of Catalyst. Malaysian Journal of Catalyst, have you checked in my site? Dia listed tak?
Tiada.
Okay.
Jadi inilah yang masa tu pensyarah ada tanya. Dia kata dia bagi evidence yang macam tadi tu. Saya kata dekat situ memang ada. Tapi saya kata bagi balik dekat senarai ni. Oh, pensyarah tu tak terima. Inilah kena clarify balik dengan kebanyakannya.
Alright.
So, dalam website.
Okay, so actually we don't rely kepada my site punya journal ni since last year lagi. I'm not saying that why is it Puan Rohayu said we cannot rely with my site sebab dia ada masalah technical sikit. Since I don't know, they want to change the system and they not yet change the system until today. So the senarai it's not Azalia yang buat tau. It's not me yang buat tau. Di senarai memang kita dapat originally is rasmi from the KPT itself, daripada PSI itself. Alright, so it's not something that we created. So definitely, how many? We have like so many. The 312 adalah sumbernya Pusat Statistik and Infometrik Jabatan Pendidikan Tinggi. That's why we also as coordinator, we are going to use this one. We are going to refer this list as mentioned by the KPT. KPT pun minta kita apa-apa, anything that you want to argue, definitely you need to go through the list first. Check in the list whether that journal is listed or not. If not, it is not yet indexed in my site. Alright, that's why please help my coordinator to understand why is it this list is very, very important. Alright, this list is not provided by me, it's not provided by Azalia, it is provided by KPT to us to use to refer. Dia pun faham because my site is not stable since last year. Alright, and then they're having problems with that. Right, that's why they said you need to rely on this list lah. Okay, so Azalia, please make sure that you check in Senarai Journal My Site. So if not available in this list, you cannot accept. Okay. All right. So proceed to the next one. Era. Era, you don't have to provide us with any URL. Okay, di mana? Okay, list ni kat sini ha. Repeat again ha. Go to library. Go to library.uitm.my. Under research, scholarly and legitimate journal. Kita provide this list sebenarnya. Kita ada banyak lagi list yang lain. Alright, so kita belum update lagi ni. This one I akan update 2022 punya. Alright, so selalunya page ni kita akan guna untuk educate all the user lah. Okay, to educate all the user how to choose scholarly and legitimate journal. Because of okay, Azalia ada bagi yang Johor punya. Okay, boleh. Alright. So kita selalunya as a librarian in library, definitely we are going to help you to understand and then how to choose scholarly and legitimate journal rather than which one is predatory journal. Right. So because predatory list is not something that we can provide to you because of it's very subjective. Even ban list pun yang ada predatory journal pun is not that updated. Alright. That's why we come up with this page. Alright, proceed to ERA. ERA is not, you don't have to provide us with the correct URL, with the URL. Right, you just need, my coordinator will check the ISSN and the title. But usually, we are encourage you to search by ISSN. Okay, to search by ISSN, then only we can accept your publication. So we're still using the ERA 2018. Right. So maybe some of you said, Rohayu, is it correct the ERA 2018? Why still use the 2018? Because they are going to come up with in 2024. If I'm not mistaken, 2023 or 2024. All right. But we are going to update if we find the latest list that are provided by ERA. But now memang kita akan guna 2018 lah. So you search by journal title or you search by SSN. Alright. So ini tak ada. Kita tengok ada tak next slide. Let's do some examples to see whether okay. Usually, we are going to use SSN rather than the journal title because sometimes the title is slightly different because of the conjunction and the and oh ini tak ada. Why is it tak ada? Usually ada lah. So this is how you want to search.
Puan Ayu, saya ada contoh.
Berapa dua-dua?
Okay, 2226-6348.
Okay, alright. Okay, this is correct example that I want to show you all of you. Alright, so please make sure that if you want to declare your publication is listed in index in ERA, so you can use the ISSN or the journal title to make sure that yes, it is listed. So this is the only evidence that we want. All right, just provide us with the correct SSN, then we can proceed to the verification part. All right, it's just that my site, Scopus, and Web of Science, we need your URL. ERA, no. Okay. Okay, proceed to the next one. I have them. Sampai 12:30 kan? Is it 12 or 12:30?
So, 12.30.
Oh, okay. So I have banyak masa lagi, alright? Okay, proceed to the next one. Just now already, remember, there's a pop-up here. When I complete my publication details, there's a pop-up saying that it's already created. So the status will change to draft, but not yet submit as for verification. So sometimes this is something that also we come across during our verification punya part, di mana some of the researchers saying that for Rohayu, why is it my publication is not in verified yet by coordinator? I waited so long already, right? So when we saw the publication, when we check the publication, we will see that publication is still in draft. All right. So sometimes also you also did not recognize or aware with the sorry, with the status. Okay, so status kat mana? So I will show you. Alright. So when you create your publication, alright, so definitely there's a status here. You scroll down a bit to the right, on your right side, the status here. Alright, so you need to change the, you need to know how to read the status. Right, still in draft. This one Azalia cannot see. Azalia cannot see, Puan Idayu cannot see. You yourself only can see in draft, alright? And when you declare and submit, click submit, then it will change to pending, waiting for verification. This one only Azalia and Idayu can see the publication and they will take an action to verify your publication. Alright. And then we have written for correction. Just now already mentioned about written for corrections. Alright. And also verify. Okay, this one is a status that been given to a complete publication. All right, no problem. We can verify all the publication if no problems in the publication details. Evidence, very clear. All right, and then it fulfill the requirements, so we are going to verify. Verified meaning these publications are going to be appear in your MyITP and also in Expert UiTM automatically. All right, so remember, in Expert and in MyITP is all going to be automatically. All right, so I tak payah tekan apa-apa and then it's already automatically. If it is not appear, please check with Azalia and Idayu first, then only they will double check the publication for you. If that publication, if still it is not appear in the Expert UiTM or in MyITP, then only you can make your other one at units. Okay, right, not verified. This is something that we don't want to give to any researcher. We avoid to give you not verified. Not verified meaning we reject your publication, reject your registration. Why is it we do that? All right, so as you can see here, the publication registration is not verified by PITA and completed. All right, so usually, remember the first session just now, in the earlier my presentation, I'm saying that before you register your publication, please make sure it is scholarly. It is scholarly, and these publications are going to give an impact to you as a researcher and for your faculty and also for the university. All right, so basically Prime didevelop adalah untuk kita menjawab kepada Myra, audit Myra. So we are setting the requirement apa tu, follow the Myra punya requirement. Alright, so when we find out that publication it is not suitable to be registered, that's what we decide to not verify the publication. So, but usually we just not simply give not verified to any publication. Definitely we are going to contact that particular researcher, we discuss, and then we get both opinions, and then we also get the second opinion from the RMC, then only the status will be given to that publications. All right, so it's just that simple that we can give you not verified. All right, so definitely we will discuss with you first. Okay, I hope the one is very clear already. I'll get back to just now is index publications, right? All right, okay. All right, proceed to the next one. Okay. This is something that new that they update in Primes actually. Add related project code. So I'm not that very sure how many they already provide you the codes, but you can choose this one. This is not mandatory. I think this is not mandatory. Yes, this is not mandatory. If your project related ada related, I mean like the project code tu, you boleh declare lah. Kalau tak ada, tak apa, tak perlu. Alright. This also is sangat baru lah. Alright. So proceed to the next one, add author. Alright. Add authors. As you can see here, you scroll down a bit. Okay, the category of authors. Alright, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a 6 categories of authors. UiTM staff, academics, UiTM students, external author, UiTM postdoc, RO, and staff non-academic. Alright, so it's very easy. UiTM staff, UiTM students, UiTM postdoc, UiTM ROs, UiTM non-academic. Definitely, you can go by IDs. Alright, go by IDs, but personally, jadi saya jawab I'm so sorry.
Puan, Assalamualaikum.
Ya, Shah.
Puan, boleh ke saya nak bertanya terus?
Boleh.
Okey, andai katakanlah bila kita buat dalam paper tu, kita adalah penulis pertama daripada UiTM dan juga kita adalah corresponding author. Jadi bila kita nak letak kita punya category of author tu, which one is better? Corresponding author ataupun UiTM first author?
Okay, if you are corresponding author, you declare as
Okay.
corresponding author, which is better.
Okay, alright. Sebabkan saya dah key in hari tu, saya letak saya UiTM as a first author.
Okay.
Dan verified lah, memang betul lah saya first author dan saya corresponding. Tetapi saya nampak dalam kita punya MySaring tu tiba-tiba renew keluarkan. Anda
Betul.
mempunyai satu corresponding. So saya rasa kalau kita corresponding, better kita letak kita as corresponding. Walaupun kita first author kan?
Yes, because the weightage tu lebih tinggi lah.
Okay,
So
baik,
that's why in the earlier, tadi I already mentioned, if you the corresponding author, definitely go for corresponding author rather than the first author. Alright.
Okay.
So if your publication is already verified by coordinator, you just contact my coordinator and then provide them with the reference number, so they will try to help you to change the types of author here. Types of author can be changed. So what you can do here, can you see? All right, so that's why.
Thank you, Puan.
Okay, welcome. It's very good questions. All right, so I hope this one very clear already. So what you can do is, okay, any verified publication, if you want to change anything, you need to revert to draft again. All right, so what you can do is you contact Azalia or you contact Idayu, so that they can revert the publication to you again, and the publications will change the status to draft. So what you can do after you change the draft, and then you go to my publication, you click here, all right? So after this one is after my coordinator revert to you again, all right? So you click the reference number, all right? So go to the authors list, and then, all right, for example here, I already declare myself as UiTM first author. I click actions here, all right, actions, and then you can change to corresponding author, and then you click save. All right, so author is been updated, so I already changed to corresponding author. No problem. All right, so any verified publication, but when the publication is not verified yet, no problem, you can do it yourself. All right, so just click actions and then you can do it. If you cannot do, ask Azalia and Idayu to help you. Right, so they will help you to change the types of author here. All right, so definitely you are advised to choose the corresponding author rather than first author. Okay, no problems. All right, so here, okay, proceed to the next one. All right, so when we choose staff academic, just provide the IDs, and also you can go by names. But when for academic staff, any students, definitely you need to go by IDs. Senang, because kita guna star kan ni, kita dah memang introduce dengan star, so they will recognize the IDs. Alright, so you just provide the IDs, and also nanti boleh ni. I don't have any IDs right now with me right now, so I can use external author. So usually you don't have any problems. All right, so the problem is with external author. Okay, when we talk about external author, just now I already mentioned to you, if you did your publication with your students that already grad, and also you did the publications with authors outside UiTM, all right, your friends in UKM, and then also you collaborate with international authors, all right, so you can declare them. All right, okay, that's a situations here. All right, we come across with various types of publications that are related to so many external author. When we talk about external authors, some of the publications involve so many external authors. Alright, so dalam publication tu ada seorang saja UiTM. Lepas tu yang lain tu you tak kenal. Alright, sometimes ada pensyarah beritahu Puan Rohayu, I'm the only the UiTM's author in that publication. I did not recognize any of the co-authors lagi. Yang co-authors yang lain semua tak kenal. And then and also ada mix of international author, ada yang Malaysian author and everything. So what you can do is, if your publication involves so many external authors, yes, you can declare the one that you recognize only. This is something that we already agreed with RMC. So RMC advised us, if that publication sometimes ada melibatkan 20 ke 30 author, so you don't have to like kesian kan, whoever register that publication nak add all the names like 30 times. So this is UiTM's publication system. So definitely kita akan recognize, kita akan mengangkat penulis UiTM saja. So if that publication you tak dapat provide all the external authors punya detail, no problem. Okay, for example here, if you want to add external authors by name or by email, yes, you can. Usually, definitely, you need to have okay, so Alina Hassan. All right, so for example, her name is Alina Hassan, and then click search. All right, usually when we click search, because we want to search whether Alina Hassan is already registered in Prime or not. Maybe he or she dah ada registered in other publications, right? So we need to, okay, so no record file, meaning you need to register Alina again, Alina for the first time. So Alina Hassan, all right. So the role would be, for example, co-authors, affiliations, for example, government or higher institution, all right. So email also is very, very important. Okay, every single details here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is compulsory. If you did not fill out any details here, you can, the add button dia takkan boleh ada, dia takkan enable lah. Alright. Alright, so the level is national. Okay, contohnya university. Layer, for example. Alright, so then only the add button akan enable lah. Alright, so the add button. So I will add Alina. So author is successfully added. So where's Alina? So Alina will be here. Alright, so and then we can go for the author level. Alright, for example, under correspondent number 2. Alright, so Alina is number 1. Author level, follow the document, sequence and document. Okay? Right? So I hope this one's very clear already. This is how you want to add external author. Tetapi, just I mentioned just now, if you face any difficulties in finding the informations about other external authors, yes, you can drop them. Tak wajib untuk you daftarkan mereka dalam external author. Tapi kalau ada 4 ke 5 saja, okay lah kan. You can register all of them. Alright, because this is something that we want to, kita tak naklah membudayakan something yang macam sangat. So maksudnya you need to declare juga macam mana pun. Tapi yang macam I cakap tadi, the situation when we find out that more than 10 authors, 20, 30, even 40, we come across hundreds of authors in one publication. So that researcher saying that Puan Ayu, I cannot register like hundreds. I do not know who are they, right? So I don't have the information and everything. So how I want to declare all of them in this publication? So that's why I encourage them. I advise the researcher to just declare any UiTM's author that involved in that particular documents. Okay. Any question regarding to authors? Ada question, Puan Azalia? Cik Azalia, sorry. Ada?
Ya, rasanya Puan Ayu dah jawab dah masalah yang melanda di kampus kami. Pasal
Okay.
corresponding author, pasal first author dengan level of author, dan apabila student jadi first author.
Okay.
Itulah masalah yang hadapi.
Okay. Alright. So the students definitely will akan jadi co-author lah, like I mentioned just now. Okay. So finish about the authors, and then you can proceed to the next one, attachment. Attachment 8 MB will still remains the 8 MB for all any documents that you want to submit. Alright. Kalau ianya besar daripada 8 MB, please compress. Right. You can compress online. They will reduce the size, reduce the size, and then you can drop lah. All right, so you can drag and drop here. All right, and then you can upload. All right, so what happened? Okay, I try to upload. Let me see. Let us do one. Okay. Okay. All right, so this is my this is one document, and then I upload. Add other document. Okay, attachment is successfully uploaded. All right, so that's as you can see here, publication front cover. All right, so when your publication is involved any additional evidence that you need to provide to us, this is the platform, is a sections that you can upload more your evidence, especially whoever macam proceedings, paper, and then books. All right, so if you want to upload the front cover, yes, you can, no problems. All right. Okay, if for example, if you forgot to, I just delete again. If you forgot to upload any evidence, for example, and then you just go straight to declaration, this is what happened. I try to submit, and then there's a system yang boleh pop up. Please upload required attachment. This is something good to remind you if you forgot to upload any document. So I will submit the documents again. Okay, sorry. And then I will upload. Then only I can proceed with the declaration. This is also, we have not done yet. All right, we are almost there. All right, but we are not done yet. All right, so you need to click, I hereby declare all the information for these applications are true. This is very, very important. Declaration ni you perlu, masa you nak click tu, you need to read. All right. Okay, so that you know whatever information that you provide to us are true. So this is going to help you and to help the coordinator. All right, so what happens if the information is not true? All right, so this is something that I always share with my coordinators. All right, so this is bukan saya nak takutkan sesiapa. All right, so for example, if we verify publication yang, for example lah, it is not indexed yet. It is not indexed yet, but Cik Azalia baik hati and then verified that publication as a index publication. So what happened? All right. So remember, as I mentioned earlier, Prime is a repository system. It's going to be used by different kind of system in UiTM for different purposes. So when it comes to audit Myra, penerapan, what else? Banyaklah digunakan untuk data-data ni kan. Kenakan pangkat. Alright. So when we come across with that situation and then your publication is used as sample. Alright. This is always happened to us actually. Alright. So jika your sampel yang diambil oleh Myra untuk dijadikan jadikan sampel, and Myra kata dapat tahu yang this is not an index publication. It is not indexed yet. Why is it ianya telah declare sebagai index publication? So penalty tu akan kena pada coordinator and also whoever verify that publications, and also kena juga kepada researcher. Alright, so it's the same situation if you apply for your kenaikan pangkat. Alright, so you apply for your kenaikan pangkat, they are using all the data in Prime, they are using expert UiTM, and then they will check every single publication, and then they will find out whether that publication is true or not. Alright, so it is not an easy task for coordinators actually, because we are the one to say that this publication is true. Alright, to get through, it's not that easy. We need to check cross here and there so that we can verify your publications. Or not, or else if it's not fulfill the requirement, definitely we are going to return for correction when we ask you to do the corrections. So please help us to help you. Right? So we don't want this situation jadi satu budaya. Alright? So kita tak nak lepaskan macam tu saja. So definitely my coordinators, ada yang mungkin ada yang cakap it's not fair Puan Rohayu, okay? Alright? So please understand that me and my coordinators, I have 41 coordinators all over UiTM. Alright, we are working so hard to verify all your publication as soon as possible, and then we are also doing our work by referring. We need to obey to the perkeliling that provided, and also the garis panduan that made by RMC. We cannot make any decisions, but the thing is we are also following the orders by referring to this penetapan dan sebagainya. Alright, so if you have any questions ataupun apa saja query, if you rasanya ia akan menambah baik sistem Prime, yes, we are welcome all the penambahbaikan, no problem. It's just that maybe ada lacking here and there di dalam sistem Prime, but we try our best to make sure that from time to time sistem Prime ni akan matang lah. Okay? Sorry ya. Sorry. I ni batuk sikit. Okay. Okay. Let us proceed. After we click submit, and then in the index publication is successfully submitted. So you click OK. Then only, see, this publication, the status will change to pending. Okay, they change to pending. And then it is our coordinator's duty now to verify this publication. So my coordinator were able to see pendings and written for corrections only. Okay, so whether kalau dalam draft, coordinator kita tak nampak lah, because it is not complete. Alright, please make sure you submit and you declare all the publications. Okay. Okay, and then next one is other publication. Okay, other publications also is quite similar, but as you can see, the category would be more than one lah. Alright, just now the category ada sikit kan, but other publication is all publications that it is not indexed yet in this 4 platform yang yang lain daripada Scopus, Web of Science, Masa and Era. Whatever publication. So you can go, whether it's journal, we have proceeding, research book, chapters in books, chapters in research book, creative work, policy paper, standard. Okay, this is something that I want to share with all the researcher in Johor. Okay, policy paper standards. All right. So let me share with you. Azalia boleh nampak ni tak? Saya punya slide tak?
Masih lagi dekat front.
Okay, kejap saya pergi dekat. Saya pergi dekat saya punya slide. So I just want to share with you the
Nanti boleh juga share pasal exhibition. Kategori yang kita letak bawah exhibition juga.
Kategori, yes, kenapa?
Kenapa? Dia Puan Siti Aisyah tanya kalau IDES boleh masukkan tak bawah exhibition. Saya bercakap ya. Cuma nanti boleh share lah kenapa kita letak macam yang mana yang pergi macam IDX atau IID ni kita buat letak bawah exhibition.
Yes. So any yang you enter the pertandingan kan? Pertandingan and then any invention itu semua akan masuk ke exhibition. Sekejap saya tunjukkan Sebelum I lupa nak tunjuk yang ni dulu. I just want to show you which one yang mana sebenarnya. Okay, this one. Alright. So as you can see here, okay, policy paper / standard. Alright, so this is very, orang kata dia punya one of the category that we are very careful if we want to verify these publications. So why is it? Because we want to make sure that policy paper adalah yang benar lah. So as you can see here, my slide presentation here, alright. So the policy paper mestilah you kena buktikan ada pembuktian yang lebih lah untuk you buktikan yang you are the one who involved in this policy paper making. Alright, so usually you are being appointed by any outside industry lah atau any organizations, you being appointed by them to be one of the authors in the policy paper making. So that's why the item wajib here, alright, diperlukan untuk tujuan muat naik the publication evidence is the kertas polisi lah, the blueprint, the pelan induk, kertas kajian dan sebagainya, alright. Bukti hubung kait yang mengatakan penghargaan kepada pusat kertas kerja dan jadi rujukan kertas polisi dan mempunyai afiliasi universiti. First, definitely mesti ada mentioning you as UiTM's affiliation, UiTM's staff lah, ada UiTM's affiliation di situ, and then also bukti yang menunjukkan hasil kajian diguna pakai. Okay, you did that policy paper for who? For what? Okay, mesti ada sebab ianya dibuat adakah untuk kegunaan? If that policy paper making is for that staff in that particular organizations, or it can be used to all of rakyat Malaysia, for example lah. Okay, so you kena mention di situ lah. And then surat lantikan. You jadi ketua ke, jadi ahli projek ke. So the surat lantikan, whether it is in email pun tak ada masalah. So it's just that to show and evidence your contribution dekat situ lah. Alright. Okay, sekiranya pemilik dasar telah menyeraikan nama penyumbang dalam kertas penerima, maka tidak diperlukan bukti surat lantikan. Alright, so kalau dalam dasar this policy paper ni memang ada standard ni, dah ada mentioning your name. Alright, so you don't have to provide us with the surat lantikan lagi, tak ada masalah, no problem. Kalau very straightforward, memang stated clearly your name and affiliation UiTM, no problems. Okay, because of kalau you tengok dekat sini, nilai kesetaraan dalam MYRA kan, one kertas polisi bersamaan dengan 23 artikel jurnal berindeks. So that's why very careful. Alright, so ramai yang upload juga policy paper ni. That's why lah kita we want to make sure that we are doing the correct way to verify all the policy paper. Alright, standard lah. Alright, so what about the garis panduan? Alright, so garis panduan, there's an issue with the garis panduan. Alright, /manual. /manual, is it manual? Wait, let me see. Garis panduan. Okay. Okay, whoever involved in garis panduan, whether it is in UiTM or outside UiTM, you can directly, let me stop sharing there. You can directly register under case study / technical report. Okay, so whoever involved in garis panduan, go for case study / technical report, because you cannot register in policy paper or standards. Alright, this is something that RMC dah make a decision, so we just follow them. And then definitely garis panduan will be grouping under case study / technical report. Okay. Alright, and then we have newsletter. Alright, I believe that you involve also maybe your faculty or your campus. You have your own newsletter, and then you involve you as one of the author. Yes, you can, no problem. We can declare. Newspaper article, if you involve in as a writer in that particular column in newspaper, whether it is online or not, you can declare. But if you are being interviewed by the reporter, you cannot. That one directly you can claim under your contribution in MyATP. All right, you being invited to the talk show, or you being invited to talk about your expertise in webinars, because we have so webinars right now, right? So orang kata walaupun you are talking about your expertise, you give heart and soul to talk about your expertise, but the thing is you can directly declare under MyATP, under your contribution. You cannot use Prime as your platform to declare that things as publications. Okay, unless you are being a writer for that column for a newspaper. Alright, so monograph, okay. Monograph usually any publication, usually books lah. Sometimes ada books and any macam yang without any registration number. Alright, so usually any writing, like I am not that sure whether how to classify that kind of publication. That's why yang tak ada all the ISBN or any registration number, usually we can go for monograph, but we rarely receive the monograph actually. And then proceed by electronic media. All right, so I believe that one of the platform that very popular right now is the YouTube channel. Okay, YouTube channel. This one already mentioned. Maybe some of you remember during my first sessions last few months. All right, so when we talk about electronic media, anything that you publish in, for example, in YouTube channel, but you have to make sure if you talk about your expertise in your YouTube channel, I believe that maybe some of you have your own YouTube channel, and you have also a YouTube channel for your faculty, for example, or for the campus, all right, you can declare that. All right, but you have to make sure that in your whatever publication in that particular YouTube, you have to make sure that it is clearly stated that you are the UiTM's lecturer. All right, so that we can see the UiTM's affiliations. All right, not you as the regular person. I cannot macam I tak boleh mention like kata nanti tiba ada Siti Rohayu, I talk about ni, and then I tak ada affiliations. I am not mentioning me as a librarian, so I cannot do that. That one you cannot declare. Alright, so I believe that banyak yang menggunakan platform electronic media. Alright, so you can declare, because some of the especially the creative work pun sama. Creative work pun sama. Alright, so most of the creative work right now during pandemic, so banyak dipublish dalam YouTube channel, alright, and then you punya concert online dekat YouTube. So that's why you can use that one, tak ada masalah pun. You can declare under creative work ataupun you can declare under electronic media lah. Ataupun benda yang anything online you can. And then also we have module and manuals. Alright, so module and manuals ni pun dah jarang kita ni. Alright, so ramai yang ask a questions about Rohayu, can I declare yang modul yang I buat untuk my subject tu? Alright, so I believe that you have your own module for your subject tu. Hari tu we don't accept any modules yang macam tu. We accept a few months je masa COVID, yang the first phase of the COVID tu. Masa sebelum you yang online class tu kan, we accept that, lepas tu kita dah tak accept. So RMC asked us to, yang 2020 tu je kita accept. Lepas tu yang after that, we cannot accept anymore. Alright? Alright, magazines is the same things. Alright, exhibition. Okay, when we talk about exhibition just now, alright, so macam IID tu, yes, it will going to falls under any pertandingan, pertandingan, apa lagi? Apa tadi? Lupa dah saya tadi, Azalia. IID kan?
IID, pertandingan, ataupun ada perkataan apa yang selalu kita cakap pertandingan selalu, competition selalu kalau ada. Composition macam tu.
Competition of what? Meaning you are joining the competition. You join the exhibition and then there's a competition. That kind of kata category, you can go under exhibitions. Alright, ataupun you memasuki ni lah, doesn't mean lah kalau dia tak pertandingan pun tak apa. It's just that macam kalau dia involve any macam you involve ni lah, exhibition pameran lah kan. Pameran you involve, you dapat sijil penyertaan, if for to apa ni? To complement your involvement in that particular exhibition, yes you can. Okay? So I hope that one is very clear. Yalah, one of the example yang ID tu lah kalau UiTM punya. Alright. And then meeting abstract. Meeting abstract also yang jarang kita terima, but it's still there. Alright, we still maintain this category for other publications. Alright, so meeting abstract, it can be different in between. Sometimes when we talk about meeting abstract, the medical is not going to be the same lah. Alright, so sometimes I'll give you an example. Meeting abstract in medical, if I'm not mistaken. For example, they have a meeting, tapi bukan semua meeting kan? Alright, so they have a meeting to talk, to find a solution for one cases for actually, for example. And then they come up with the whatever solutions that they discuss, and then they macam provide one or two page some sort like abstract, alright, and then they declare that one as a meeting abstract. Alright, so I am not sure whether other faculty ada come across with this kind of meeting abstract. Maybe the meeting abstract ni bagi you ada meaning dia adalah lain lah. It's not going to be the same with sama dengan medical. So mana-mana I share dengan you yang mana yang medical punya yang bagi tahulah. That's why dia orang faham macam tu. Alright, tapi selalunya jarang lah meeting abstract ni kan. So kalau macam you proceeding apa semua, you just go proceeding lah, not meeting abstract. Okay? Alright,
Okay, Puan Ayu, saya pun nak tak Puan Ayu declare apa tu macam tekankanlah dekat exhibition itu. Walaupun kadang-kala bukti yang diberikan adalah proceeding book, yang diberikan book abstract ataupun e-proceeding macam tu, kategori bawa IID atau bawa pertandingan itu masih bawa exhibition. Betul
yes,
kan?
yes, betul. Jika ianya memang dah clearly stated is exhibition, the exhibition pertandingan, yes, whether dia punya the documents, the product is a proceeding paper, right, Azalia?
Betul.
Kan, it's still under exhibitions. Okay, it's still under exhibition. Wait, I will one example. Okay. Right. I cannot find the example right now. Okay. Before that ada tak any questions? If you have any questions, is there any questions that you want to ask? Any questions? Tadi semua dah jawab ke, Azalia?
Kejap Puan Ayu, saya rasa ada satu lagi soalan yang, ada beberapa soalan yang saya tak tanya, dia tak tanya lagi dah. Okey. Ada Dr. Amida dia tanya awal. Kalaulah penerbitan dia November, kita masih terima tahun ni, betul tak? Kata penerbitan dia pada Disember, penerbitan anda akan dibawa ke tahun hadapan. So tiada masalah lah. Tapi kalau tahun ni memang tak kira lah macam tu.
Okay. So tahun hadapan, maksudnya dia your publication in December will be macam carry forward to the next year, is it? Macam tu ke?
Betul kan?
I believe that okay, kalau in prime we don't have that kind of restriction ataupun penetapan gitu, as I mentioned earlier. It's just that ini adalah penetapan daripada MyATP itself, alright, to make sure that everything for 2022 are going to be in between January and November. So whoever publish in December in prime, no problem. We can verify that publication. We still can accept that publication as publication in December. It's just that when we go to 2023, all right, I am not very sure whether all the publications in December are going to be counted as 2023's publications. That one I am not that sure. You need to clear that one with my ATP. Are they going to be in 2023? So what about the next year punya, like 2023 in December punya publications? Nanti dia tak counted 2 kali ke? I am not that sure. That one you need to clear with my ATP lah. So yang I faham, all the publication starting January and November, that one will be counted and then going to the penilaian untuk my ATP lah. Alright, for that particular year. But I am not that sure for December. Those publication in December are going to be carried forward for penilaian 2023. I'm not that sure. Maybe someone who can help me. You have any informations? I'm not that very sure. And also I am not the right person to talk about this actually, because I am not the one who's in charge. I'm not that very sure. Tapi nanti bolehlah kot nanti kalau my ATP. Tapi yang I tahu it's not going to be carried forward, I believe. Right? So maybe some of you maybe can help me if you have any informations regarding the December's publications. Are they going to be included in your 2023 penilaian or what? I'm not that sure because that one is my ATP.
Puan Ayu, soalan seterusnya daripada Puan Azila. Dia tanya, kalaulah publication dia available dekat online Julai 2022, tapi year of publication dia cakap tahun 2023.
Sekali lagi.
Okey, dia publication online available Julai, tapi year of publication cakap tahun depan. So dia nak masukkan sekarang ke tak? Kalau tanya saya jangan, tahun depan dia.
Oh, okay. This one is yang early access ke?
Rasanya macam ni lah, early access ni. Kalau macam ni soalannya saya suruh beri tahun depan je. Saya kata jangan tahun ni.
Okay, kalau the stated, really, okay, the one that I already shared to you just now is early access that we can see the publication, that publication is already appear in Web of Science, for example. So usually, dia akan ada yang publication dates. Publication date July, as mentioned lah, it's July to 2022. But the thing is, it is not the full document is not available yet. Until and it is not indexed yet until it get indexed lah. Right, so something that we can something kata yang we cannot promise. Alright, so even Xavier or Clarivate also we cannot rely on that promise saying that it's going to be indexed in 2023 or 2024. Alright, so actually in RMC, they allow us to accept, any publications that already appear in Web of Science, for example. So when it is already appear, so we can accept that publications actually. Alright, so sometimes kalau Azalia, you want to wait for the next year tu, yes, memang tak promising lagi, tapi the thing is, bila kita nak bagi pembuktian tu, it's already there. So that's why they cannot argue that that thing anymore, right? So because it's already appear, it's just a matter of it's going to be indexed. And then because of this situation, actually maybe some of you yang ada come across with this kind of situation di mana di dalam WAS sendiri dia ada banyak, they have loads of publication, so they try to make it available available first, then only they will get indexed. Alright, that's why you can get the early access and everything. So kalau ada je tu, okay lah, aku accept je lah, Azalia. Alright, we help the researcher. So
Okay.
maybe so the researcher is it okay kan? I'm not saying that I'm not that firm in here, but the thing is it's already advised by RMC to help the researcher, whoever their publication is already appear, yes, we can accept that.
Baiklah. Okey, cakap pasal yang tadi dah terima, ada soalan lagi ya, ini yang terjadi pada rakan penceramah di sinilah. Lambat masukkan data dalam Prime, which mean dia punya data penerbitan ni tahun lepas yang dia baru teringat tahun ni. Okay. Dan pada ketika itu, di tahun lepas dia punya journal tu ada dalam Scopus, cuma tahun ini dah terkeluar pada Scopus.
Oh, okay.
Bagaimanakah benda tu? Saya macam saya nak
Okay. Alright, so this is also a common questions that we receive from the researcher. Okay, this is something that this is not a good example actually. So that's why I always encourage all the researcher to register their publication as soon as possible. Whether you leave for your study leave ke, whoever tengah study leave, tengah buat sabbatical work ke whatever, semua tu duduk kat mana-mana saja jadi apa ni whatever lah, maksudnya tak ada dekat UiTM itself ke. Alright, so you need also to update your Prime because it involve your current publication for that particular year. So my ATP also want to tarik the 2022 and then dia tarik ada 10 saja, dia akan tarik 10 saja. Whenever all the backdated publication that you realize, then only you want to register. We in Prime, with open heart, with open hand, we can verify all the publication. Whether it's 1970, we still accept all the publication because we must take an action to any registrations that being given to us, that being submitted to us. It's just that the situation just now, Azilia mentioned, last year, that particular journal enlisted is indexed in Web of Science. But this year, when Azalia open Scopus, search for that particular article, and then look for the journal, and the tengok is already discontinued. All right. So this kind of situation, all right, when they talk about discontinued journals, especially in Scopus, all right, I already consult this one dengan RMC. So what are we going to do? Are we going to accept this publication using the situation, the index status in that particular year, or we want to use the status following the current status for that particular journal this year. All right. So RMC decide to follow the current status for that particular year. Kalau you lambat, bye-bye lah. Memang your publication are going to be registered, are going to be in status as other publication. So you cannot declare your publication as index publication for the current year. Alright, so that's why I cakap jangan lambat, because this is something that already decided by RMC. So they said follow the current status of that particular journal for this year. Kalau this year that particular journal is discontinued, okay, I bagi situation di mana yang we still can accept your publication as index publication. Okay, when we talk about this discontinued journal, alright, for example lah, dia kata discontinued. So, I ada example tak? Example kan senang sikit. Alright, go to Scopus. Let us see. Tengok yang lama sikit. Right. So usually, when you search for that particular journal, why is it name? That particular journal, it is discontinued. Dia akan bagi you year, right? From what year to what year. Alright. So maybe you come across with that. So maybe journal A. Okay. Subject area. Management. Okay, for example, I take this one. Okay, let's take one example. Okay. Accounting Management and Information Technologies. Okay, this is examples of discontinued journals in Scopus. Right, the coverage years, the Scopus coverage years is from 1991 to 2000. Okay, so yang I cakap tadi, we still can accept your publications to jika we will go until 31st December 2000. Alright, so kalau macam your publication is published in between that particular a time, contohnya macam dalam bulan Ogos ke, that's why maybe lah we can consider, we still can consider lah. It depends on the ni lah, the year. That's why lah kita pun macam actually we don't want to make it complicated in terms of apa ni publication yang backdated macam ni. Tetapi jika ada yang situation macam ni, so we will see the publication date dia dulu. Alright, so Azalia, you need to see the publication dates dia dulu. Alright, whether it is still in December 2000, kalau macam tu, kita still can accept that publications. Tapi kalau dalam melebihi that publications lepas tu, memang kita tak accept lah. Alright, so boleh faham ke? Azalia boleh faham ke? And other researcher boleh faham?
Boleh. Kawan-kawan lain kalau ada tu bolehlah hantar. Nanti saya akan check macam Puan Ayu ajar saya ni.
Alright, so tapi kalau macam dah melebihi, we cannot accept anymore. Alright, so kalau macam because kita nak pastikan sebab data ni ditarik di dalam sistem lain dalam UiTM, so we don't want any issue berbangkit saying that when audit, especially audit ataupun any lah audit lah kan. Alright, so dia kata, oh, why is it this journal is already discontinued in Scopus, why is it you accept? So we have justification saying that why we still accept this publication because of this ni lah. So why is it when I'm talking about 31st December, this one is advised by the Elsevier. I'm talking about the PIC for Elsevier itself, saying that when it's stated there to 2000, meaning all the publication in 31st December 2000 still can be accept lah. Right, dia selepas tu tak ada accept. Okay, is there any other questions?
Ada lagi. Ada siapa nak tanya dulu ke? Kalau tak saya cakap tanya soalan seterusnya daripada Puan Liana. Dia tanya, kalau yang mock modul tu kan tak diterima dalam bentuk modul. Tapi kalau kami ada dalam bentuk YouTube, maka bolehkah kami tukarkan ia ke bawah creative work?
Oh, actually MOOCs kita dah tak
Ambil langsung.
accept actually. Alright, so I'm so sorry Puan, Dr. Liana, I am so sorry because MOOCs memang kita dah we don't accept MOOCs anymore. Alright, so we only accept MOOCs 2000, masa 2000 kan Azalia yang I mention tu kan, 2020 2020 masa tu saja kita accept MOOCs module. Lepas tu RMC say we cannot accept anymore, that's why any MOOCs memang module memang kita tak accept dah lah. Alright, tapi kalau dia kata dia tukar kalau bentuk YouTube, itulah the thing is cannot accept MOOCs anymore. Alright, so if you have any like disagreements or whatever, so you can directly go to RMC and then maybe they have their own better explanations why is it MOOCs it is not accept anymore in Prime lah. Okay. Right, so ni ada kenapa my ATP markah koresponden lebih besar dari first author. Right. This question also I'm not the right person to answer on behalf of the my ATP because of they have their own team, they have their own person who in charge my ATP. It's just that in Prime, that's why we ask you to change to corresponding author, to declare yourself as correspondent if you are the corresponding author, because I difahamkan weightage-nya dah lebih tinggi daripada first author lah. Sebab you as a lecturer definitely lah, most of you memang ada familiar with you yang berurusan dengan publisher if you deal with students ataupun ni lah. Alright, markah dia lebih, I am not the right person to answer lah. Alright, so is there any other questions?
Yes, ada. Assalamualaikum.
Yes, Doktor.
Yes, Dr. Amira here. I think my ATP should ada taklimat asyik prime aja buat because I have so many questions regarding my ATP actually.
Alright. Okay, so nanti you contact bahagian HA.
Betul.
Bahagian Higher Academy adalah the owner of the system actually. They never did any taklimat with you?
Regarding macam dia lah kalau kita ada publication December apa ni semua kan.
That's why. I pun sebenarnya I'm not actually I'm afraid to answer. I'm afraid that nanti I salah pula kan.
I have other question actually. I just want to find the basis, the logic sense of it. Why is that Prime memang you all tahu, you all ada list of scopers semua kan. Publish kat scopers and so on and when we, the period of kita writing and publishing takes so long. And then you want to verify pun a lot of steps. If kalau you Prime dah tahu, I mean you all library dah tahu the list of publication dan memang tertentu masuk dalam Scopus. Tertentu masuk dalam WAS. Contoh macam Springer. We have to wait for it to masuk dalam Scopus. Masuk. Kenapa nak kena tunggu lagi? Itu sebab kadang-kadang masuk sampai Disember. We have our artikel dah lama publish. So, who it is to blame? Kita juga jadi kambing hitam. So and then nak masuk dalam easy access lagi nak kena tunggu. I know lah it's 2 weeks. Sebab kalau 2 weeks tu kan macam 2 minggu satu ataupun nak masuk bulan Disember, menangis lah. So why is it that way? I nak tahu.
Okay, Doktor,
Thank you.
tadi regarding your questions tadi yang you saying that we have list. Actually, we don't have list actually in Scopus. Semua orang boleh, kita juga pengguna. We also the user of the Scopus actually. So you can check the Scopus, and then the thing is why is it taking too long? Your concern is too long, is it? Right? Correct, Dr. Amira?
Yes.
Concern is too long. Why is it too long? That I know it's not that easy to get index actually.
Masuk Scopus at least 2 months nak tunggu.
Yes, betul. There's an embargo
WAS
period.
lagi lambat. And
Yes,
then Prime
betul.
nanti you have to update balik. Oh, dah Scopus. Oh, kalau you punya
Yes.
paper masuk WAS, oh you kena tukar revert by. Oh my goodness, I tell you, my goodness.
Alright, so actually when we the time tu I cannot control because it depends on the journals actually. Right, the journal. That one is we cannot control. We also the user of Scopus. So what we can educate all the researcher is before you publish, definitely you need to get to know your journal first before you want to publish to any journals. So get to know the journals, and then kalau contoh yang macam ni kan, okay, I will educate you on how to search for journal. Alright, so this one is in Scopus. Alright, go for, if you have specific journals that you already know and that you're familiar with, you can go for that, or you can go by subject area. Alright, for example, business. Okay, so for example, accounting. All right, so just go for accounting. All right, so I believe that this is how the problems actually is not you, Dr. Amira, is faced by all the researcher. All right, so it's not that easy to get. You have to wait for a certain times of or a certain period of time to get index. Publish tak ada masalah, index tu kan masalah. Alright, so what you can do is you can download this one. You can download the Scopus list, source list ni you can download, and then you can get the informations. Why is it the Journal of Finance is the most the highest site score? Kenapa dia? Why is it other journal it is less in site score? So kalau kita boleh tengok performance dia, so you boleh get the information about that particular journal, so that it will help you to tengok dia punya publication dia macam mana. You can ask the publisher the durations of that particular journals, and then to get published. Actually from journal, and then the link to whether it's Elsevier or Clarivate for Web of Science, definitely sometimes they wait, the waiting list tu yang lama is because of the number of publications. That's why lah macam di WAS sendiri dia let go je all the early access because of the banyak sangat the number of publication dia. Get index later, macam tu. Alright, so you need to study sikit apa benda the information dia punya methodology, and then how their performance, and you need to calculate, you need to study, and then you need to tengok dia punya content coverage, and then dia punya how the productions and everything, so that maybe you can reduce kata the situation yang you deal with that your previous your bad experience with other publisher tu. It's just that kalau in prime, okay, in prime ni the first thing that you register, for example, you register as other publication first. Alright. If you find out that your publication is already indexed in Scopus, for example, that's why you need to upgrade because we don't have any shortcut to identify that publication is already in Scopus. All right, you yourself, a researcher, you need to declare. You need to declare this publication is already appear in our index in Scopus. That's why there's a process that you must do in way to get upgrade the status. All right. So as I mentioned earlier in my presentation, all right. So we hope that we praise a lot so that in future, all right, we definitely will solve this problem to reduce, it's not solve actually, to reduce the problems of manual key-in so that we can help all the researcher whoever get indexed in Web of Science, Scopus, or even my site, we can integrate and you don't have to manual key-in anymore. And then in just untuk other publications saja you need to fill up, alright? So, but for now, we need to bear with the situations which is yang you still can do it, you still have to do it manually, alright? And also, okay, one more thing that I want to share with you, alright? So if you want to go for JCR, and then look for any potential journal. Alright, so in terms of macam Dr. Amira tadi cakap tadi tu, it is out of our control. I cannot control, Azelia cannot control, even Pita is also cannot control if that publication taking too long to get indexed in that particular journal ataupun in that particular platform in Scopus or Web of Science. Tapi what we can do is definitely will help you to verify your publication as soon as possible. It get published, and also it get indexed. All right, that's the things that we can help you. But when it comes to any methods with Clarivate ataupun Elsevier, that's why we gonna that one. You need to push your publisher. Sometimes you need to push your publisher. We come across this kind of situations also. There's a few lecturers that share with me that kata dia pun push kan publisher, push the publisher through email ke apa ke, call ke, so that they will double check with Clarivate or Elsevier so that your publication can be assigned volume and issue, and then also it can be index as soon as possible. This is a real situation that I share with you, all right? So sometimes you need to be smart in choosing where to publish your publication, and also you need to understand dia punya publication details about that particular publisher before you submit your paper. Alright, kalau tidak macam kita tak boleh buat apa, because if your publication is not there, it is not there. Alright, then kalau once it's already indexed, tak ada masalah pun dalam Prime, kita boleh je. Alright, on behalf of the Prime, we are going to do our part as soon as possible. It's just that kalau melibatkan pihak yang lain, that one is out of our control. Okay, Doctor? Alright. So I hope that one I answer your questions, and I understand because we also receive this kind of questions from the researcher. Alright, that you are very concerned about the duration, the time that minat Scopus taking too long to get index dan sebagainya. So sampai at the end of the year pun macam tak get index lagi kan. Alright, so sometimes that one is out of our control. Okay, itu Doktor.
Saya nak tanya, ada lagi soalan daripada ni?
Okay, ada lagi tak?
Soalan lain? Dekat ruangan chat kita dah bagi link kehadirannya.
Okay, alright.
Ada tak soalan lagi lain sebelum kita tamatkan kita punya taklimat sesi kedua ni? Dan saya harap yang ada di sini fahamlah setiap butir bicara yang keluar daripada Puan Ayu. Supaya senang untuk anda melaksanakan kerja anda masukkan dan saya senang nak verify. Okey? Tak ada ya? Tak ada soalan? Okey. Sekiranya tiada, sampai di sini saja kita punya taklimat siri kedua untuk pendaftaran bahan penerbitan di modul penerbitan sistem prime. Di sini saya bagi pihak Puan Mawar dan rakan-rakan yang ada mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada Puan Ayu kerana sudi membantu kami mengclearkan, kau campur aduk dah, mengclearkan apa yang sama-sama ini di dalam kegelapan. Okey, terima kasih dan jumpa lagi. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum. Terima kasih Azalia and UiTM Johor punya team. Thank you all the researcher. Thank you all the participants. I hope the things that I already shared to you will benefit you. And then inshallah we will see you again. Thank you.
Terima kasih.
Sama.